welcome to What's in this week's Oban Times with me, Kathie Griffiths.
Me, Sandy Neal.
And me, Fiona Scott.
Well, we've had a week of comebacks this week, so we'll start off with the Highland Cattle Society's 124th annual autumn show. Now, I wondered what all the cars were doing at the Livestock Centre when I passed this weekend, because usually you have the big signs saying the Highlanders are back. Didn't see the signs, but the good news is that they were back. And it went very well. They had a big attendance at the show on the Saturday, and the top when they had the sale on Monday, the top price was 10,000 guineas for the overall champion, and that heifer was from the McConaughey family from Grantown, Spain. A nice little link there was that the owner of Calin the Sixth of Culfoy, these such grand titles. So the owner of this yearly heifer was the past president of the society, Gordon McConaughey. So that was nice for him. And that particular creature will be on its way to Germany. So there we go. These cattle go all over the place. So it was a great sale. So that was good. And of course, we also had the Royal National Mod. That made a return this year to Inverness, and also online, obviously because of COVID and having to take various precautions and things. So there's loads of concerts, loads of things happening. It ends on Saturday, but you can actually listen into the radio, BBC Radio and BBC Alba. But of course, most importantly, you can get the copy of the Oban Times, read about what's been happening so far there, and there's some fantastic pictures. So there we go. Sandy.
Well, thank you, Kathie. You may remember 2 years ago that Oban Police Station was branded the worst in Scotland by the Scottish Police Federation. It was damp, mould, peeling paint, and critters scurrying in the walls. Well, this week an MSP was checking on progress. There's a feasibility study out to replace it with a new Oban Police Station, and there was very little doing. So this MSP was quite disappointed, and we asked the Justice Secretary, Keith Brown, for an update, and you can read all about that in this week's paper. And we also were present at the last Salvation Army service in Oban, which is very sadly coming to an end after 35 years of the ministry here. And I was there. It was my first Salvation Army service. It was a very sad occasion, but also quite joyful, with tambourines and lots of hand gestures with the singing. So I was there, your man on the front line.
Where's your tambourine, Sandy?
Well,
brought it in.
Well, sadly, I left it in the building. I couldn't, it being a church and all, Kathie, I couldn't steal items for my own personal pleasure. So I left it all there, but we spoke to a few of the members there about their memories and what's going to happen going forward, because for many people in Oban, it's a crucial service, and many people have been saved by that, by the people in that church centre, and so it was a very sad day. But also, it was a day for celebration for all that has been done. Fee, over to you.
Well, I think Highlands and Islands MSP Donald Cameron might have appreciated you down in the Scottish Parliament last week with your tambourine, Sandy.
No one would, Fee, but thank you very much.
Yeah, he was down there. He instigated a debate about the current situation on the A83 road at the Rest and Be Thankful. He described it as amounting to an emergency and a threat to the economy recovery of much of Argyll and Bute. So in his opening speech, Mr. Cameron said that the forecast from Transport Scotland said it could take up to 10 years to deliver a permanent solution, which was unacceptable, and he demanded that the Scottish Government commit to delivering a new route by the end of the current Parliament. His concerns were backed by MSPs from all parties present, as well as many local organisations and businesses, individuals. So we've got some reaction to that. Back in Oban, preparations are going ahead for this year's fireworks display on November the 5th. But who remembers November the 4th, 2011? Any of you guys remember that?
I wasn't there, but I've heard all about it.
Oh my goodness, could this possibly be?
Oh bang, 10 years on. So we are going to revisit that and speak to some of the folk that attended at the time. None of us were there, but like you've said, we all heard about it. This was the fireworks fiasco that made headline news worldwide, and we're still talking about it today. So that's a bit of fun. In the sports section this week, we've got cycling's to the fore. We've got local success stories coming from Oban, Kerala, and down in the Scottish borders. There's also football, rugby, badminton, swimming, and all the usual shinty news, including the Celtic Cup final. So we've got all that. All go.
Well, Oban's definitely the place to be, isn't it? Loads of news, loads of things going on. So there we are. Well, that's all we have time for this week. Here at the Oban Times, we're always happy to hear your stories and see your photos. You can get in touch with us by giving us a call on 01631 568 You can email us at editor@obantimes.co.uk, and you can message us on Facebook. So pick up copies of your Oban Times from all the usual places, shops and retail outlets. You can also go online and subscribe to our digital page-turning edition. So that's it for this week. Bye-bye from me, Kathie Griffiths.
Bye from me, Sandy Neal.
Bye from me, Fiona Scott.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.